Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Near Native English lesson. My name's Johnny, and today we're going to continue the Witcher 3 series, Chapter 2, Lesson 5. So, without further ado, let's get into it.
Camp. No locals allowed without the express consent of the garrison commander.
I look like a local to you?
You look like trouble.
Dead wrong. I make trouble go away. I'm a witcher.
A witcher? Captain Peter Sagwin Levy is in the tower. Turn right, past the gate.
Guessing your captain's got work for me.
This is the army, Nordling. There is no guessing.
To the tower. Go. How much grain will your village give?
Whatever you say, Your Excellency.
Look at my hands. Look. See the calluses? These are not the hands of an excellency, but of a farmer. So we speak peasant to peasant. How much can you give?
40 bushels. There'd be more, sir, but our lads, the Temerians that is, took from us earlier and...
You will give 30, and that will do. Let us settle on it, and I wish to see the transport soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you kindly.
I summoned only the Elderman and the smith, Willis. But it is said he is a dwarf. You are too tall to be him.
Very perceptive of you. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher.
Vatgern. This explains why I did not hear your footsteps. What do you seek here?
Yennefer of Vengerberg. Where was she headed?
That is a military secret.
Haven't thrown me out yet. Haven't called the guards. So go ahead. What's your price?
There is a griffin in the area. Slay it. And then I shall see what I can do.
It's a deal. Some questions before I start. Know where the griffin has its lair?
It kept to the Vulpine Woods at first. I sent a patrol there, 5 young men. A hunter found them 2 days on. They only recognized them because they wore our plate. Since then, the griffin has grown bold. Attacks in villages, fields, on the main road.
Meaning it's abandoned its lair. Gonna have to set a trap.
I judge from your tone this will not be easy. What do you require?
I'll need bait. A specific herb. Buckthorn. Scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off.
Buckthorn? I do not know this. But I am not yet fluent in the common tongue.
Probably mastered the basics, though. Hands up. Kill them.
No. First came idioms. Don't play with fire, for example. Go to Tomira, an herbalist. She lives near the crossroads. She will aid you.
Need more information about this griffin. Its sex, why it's abandoned its lair.
Shall I bring you witnesses?
They won't say anything I don't already know. I need to go where your men died. Look around. What's the name of the hunter who found them?
Mislav. He has a hut south of the village, very near the wood. Helpful fellow. A little strange, though.
Tamira and Mislav. Thanks.
Es sunt jakten.
In this first scene, the soldier says to Geralt, "You look like trouble," and Geralt replies, "Dead wrong. I make trouble go away." So obviously this dead has a different meaning than the usual dead. So here dead is used as an adverb similar to extremely. Think of the words absolutely, completely, or totally to give you an idea. And later when Geralt is talking with Peter the garrison commander, Peter says, "You don't look like the dwarf I summoned for." And Geralt replies, "Very perceptive of you." So perceptive is being insightful, or able to understand or see things that others cannot. It's similar with the words discerning, sensitive, or insightful. So this is an example of Geralt being sarcastic. Now, later on in that conversation, Peter asks Geralt what he needs to kill the griffin, and Geralt says, "I'll need bait, a specific herb, buckthorn. The scent should lure the griffin from 10 miles off." So here lure means to tempt a person or animal to do something or go somewhere. It's like the words attract, entice, or even seduce. And during the negotiations, Geralt asks Peter, "Do you know where the griffin has its lair?" So, a lair refers to a place where a wild animal lives. It's comparable with the words den, cave, or habitat. And we often talk about animals such as bears and their lair, and we even use this word for mythological creatures' homes, like a dragon's lair. So going back in the conversation, Geralt says, "I'll need bait, a specific herb, buckthorn." So bait has two main meanings. One refers to food used with a hook, net, or trap to catch fish. The second meaning is the same as lure. The one Geralt is talking about is the first meaning, as he needs to lure the griffin with some food. Think of the words lure, temptation, or attraction. And as you can see here, we have two different types of fishing bait, which you can buy from the bait shop.
'Twas here. One lay there, by the stump, headless. The other hung from a branch, guts splayed, stretching down to... Watch out for yourself now.
I'll be fine. Not the first griffin I've dealt with. Not likely to be the last either.
Hope you're right. Good hunting now.
Nilfgaardians were celebrating. Griffin interrupted them. Ground's black, saturated with blood. These prints are older and deeper, heavily armored. Nilfgaardians probably. Griffin's nest. What remains of it, at least. Corpse is a couple of weeks old. Still alive when the griffin brought him here. Took a long time dying. Female. Larvae in her wounds have already hatched. Been dead at least a week. Other griffin must be a male. Explains why the male I ran into was so aggressive. Hunted the Nilfgaardians down here in the forest first, then started prowling the area.
So here, Mislav leads Geralt to where the soldiers were attacked, and Mislav says, "One lay there by the stump headless. The other person hung from a branch, guts splayed." So to splay is to spread something out or apart, especially body parts. It's similar to saying spread out, open up, or separate. And some examples are like this lady whose arms and legs are splayed out on the bed. Or this boy's fingers that are splayed so he can hold the ball with one hand. And again, this peacock's feathers are splayed very nicely. Now when Geralt's inspecting the scene, he says, "The ground's black, saturated with blood." So saturated describes something that is holding as much water or liquid as can be absorbed, or something soaked thoroughly. It's like the words soaking wet, drenched, or waterlogged. And we commonly describe clothes as saturated, like this guy's shirt. And finally, when Geralt inspects the dead griffin's body, he says, "The larvae in her wounds have already hatched." So larvae refers to baby creatures born from eggs that haven't transformed yet, such as the larva shown here that will one day become a butterfly. And the word larvae is the plural form, whereas larva is the singular. And also here, the verb hatch means to come out of an egg, and that refers to all animals with eggs, not just the transforming types. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's lesson. If you made it this far, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. But as always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time.